Sweet life, sweet life, sweet life.
Hey guys, and welcome back. I know I've been missing, but I'm back. I'm back with a strawberry tutorial, and look how pretty these strawberries are. I got these strawberries from Sam's, and they were looking really pretty, so I picked them up. I'm actually doing some mock-ups or some examples for my Valentine's Day strawberry sale. You know, people eat with their eyes, so you can either make a list of what you're selling or you can make examples to show them what you're selling, and I guarantee you'll sell more if you just make some mock-ups so people will actually see what they're actually purchasing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through and trying to pick out the prettiest out of the bunch. This was a pretty good container that I got back in the day. I may or may not used to switch them out in the store, but I don't do that anymore. So I try to just pick the best container with the prettiest ones. So I'm just trying to pick the biggest ones, the prettiest ones, the ones with the least amount of defects. So I got about 10 of them out. And then I'm going to put them into my strainer and I'm going to wash them. I have a solution that's like part vinegar, part water, and I just spray them real quick and then rinse them down. I do not soak my berries because that makes them soggy. And so I'm just using a paper towel and I'm going to pat them completely dry. Okay, so we got our berries all washed and dry. You see that napkin, you see how dirty they were, so make sure you wash your berries. So now we're gonna get 2 toothpicks into each one of our berries. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that the reason why I put 2 toothpicks into each berry is because it gives you a nice handle when you are dipping them and you're able to hold the leaves and the 2 toothpicks. In my past experience, if you only put 1 toothpick, sometimes the berry is a little bit too heavy and it will slide off. Some of them may slide off into your chocolate and then you have a whole mess. Well, now you got to go digging your strawberry out of your chocolate, and we don't want those problems. So that's why we put 2 toothpicks for extra support, and it's a nice little handle for when you are dipping your berries into the chocolate. Okay, and so we're going to be dipping these into almond bark. You already know. If you've been here, you already know. My chocolate preference is always and will always be almond bark. So we're going to be using the dark chocolate almond bark, in which you saw I got it into my little plastic container. And then it went into the microwave for about 40 seconds, but I broke it up into like 10 to 15 second increments, and I do not let it melt all the way. You guys saw that it was still lumpy, and now I'm just going to stir it all the way smooth. And I did not add any oils, any paramount crystals, anything. This is why I love my almond bark. You see how nice and smooth that is? Perfect, especially for a beginner, because sometimes it's hard to melt your chocolate even when you're a beginner. So now we're going to grab those berries. We're going to grab it by the 2 toothpicks, and we're going to grab all the leaves, and we're going to submerge it into our chocolate. We're going to wiggle it, and then we're going to give it a nice scrape on the bottom and then down onto our non-stick mat. You can also do this onto wax or parchment paper. So again, you're going to grab all of the leaves and those 2 toothpicks that act as a handle. You're going to wiggle it around to get the excess chocolate off, and then you're going to give it a nice scrape, and the same place you scraped it is where you want to set it down onto your mat, so you don't have 2 flat surfaces on your berry. So I'm just going to scrape it, and the exact same place I scraped it is where I'm putting it down on my mat. And you see, when you give it that wiggle and that scrape, you don't have a berry that's sitting in a puddle of chocolate, because we don't want our berries sitting in a puddle of chocolate. We want nice, clean looking berries, because you know we're going to charge top dollar for these for Valentine's Day, because you know Valentine's Day is the baker and treat maker come up. So you got to have some nice, pretty, clean berries so you can make sure you get that money. So again, I'm dipping it. I've grabbed all the leaves and I have those toothpicks, and then I'm going to place it down onto my non-stick mat. And you see how nice and shiny and pretty and how they harden up. Okay, so this is white almond bark that I have already melted the same exact way. And I'm just gonna add some hot pink candy melts right into that. So the almond bark is already melted and it's still warm. And I just took those hot pink candy melts and just drop them right into it, and so that's going to give me the baby pink color. I love using this trick to like mix colors because I don't have to worry about using any food coloring. You have to use oil-based coloring, but it's so easy to just mix colors together. And if you were watching, you did notice that the strawberries were cut before because I was going to do something different with them, but I changed my mind, and so I just end up using some different strawberries, and I'm just gonna dip them regular like I did the chocolate ones. Okay, so we dipped those the exact same way. Look at that nice, pretty light pink that we got. So these are just some regular pretzels that I'm going to use as fillers for my gift sets. And so I'm just going to dip these about halfway into the chocolate. You can use things like baby pretzels and marshmallows, Oreos. You can use all kind of things. You can use macarons, all kind of things to fill in your basket, not your baskets, or your boxes. And so I'm just getting them into the chocolate about halfway, giving them a shake, and then scraping them on the bottom. Okay, so we got our pretzels all dipped. And so now, guys, look at this sprinkle set that I got from Michael's. Oh my God. I was just in there picking up some stuff for another order, and I saw it. I saw this sprinkle set and I just had to get it. I will link it below if you guys want to get it, but I just love it. So I got some of our excess chocolate into one of our plastic piping bags, and I just cut a tiny hole, and we're going to use that sprinkle set, and we're just going to get some of those sprinkles onto that. You see, just a little bit. We don't want to cover our berries because our berries are so pretty, so we don't want to cover them in sprinkles. So we're just going to get just a little accent. So like I said, I have some of the additional chocolate. I got it into a piping bag, cut a tiny hole, and then I'm going to get some of those sprinkles onto each of the berry. And so this sprinkle set has so many different, it has X's and O's, it has hearts, it has like the little sugar pearls. Like, I just love it. And yes, even though it's a Valentine's Day mix, I use pink and red year round. So I do feel like it was an investment because I do use these colors in gold and white. I use these colors year round. And I like how they're like, it's like a space saver. So I don't have all these different containers of sprinkles. Yeah, I just love this. So again, we're getting our drizzle. You want your drizzle to be nice and clean all the way across. And then we're going to get just one of our little heart sprinkles on to the berry. I'm just going to get a simple drizzle onto the pretzels as well, and then I'm going to get some sprinkles onto those as well. Very easy, but they add such a cute little accent to your gift boxes. Okay, so for our chocolate berries, I'm going to get some gold leaf, some edible gold leaf onto though, so I'm just using a paintbrush. And sometimes my gold leaf will stick fine to chocolate, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because my fan was on, I don't know what it is, but it was just giving me a hard time and blowing all over the place. So what I end up doing was adding just a touch of chocolate to each one, as you can see. And now I'm adding the gold leaf because it just was giving me a hard time on that day. So I just got just a little bit of gold leaf, the edible gold leaf. I will link it below. And then we're gonna get just a regular chocolate drizzle on top. I love the milk chocolate with the chocolate drizzle, but then you have just a little accent of the gold leaf under the drizzle. Very elegant. I love that. So like I said, we're gonna use the two little toothpicks as our handle, and we're just gonna get that drizzle right across. Very easy. We're gonna hold it steady and we're just gonna get that drizzle right across. You do want your chocolate to be the right consistency for your drizzle. As you can see, I'm not really squeezing it. It's kind of just falling out of the bag because of the consistency. If your chocolate is too thick, you won't be able to get that drizzle like that. You won't be able to do the drizzle like that. You'll actually be pulling the chocolate. So you have to make sure your chocolate is almost like a watery consistency, so that the drizzle will flow smoothly. And these are all of our treats after they have been dipped. And I'm going to show you how I assembled these sets. So this box I got from Dollar Tree. Yes. So cute. It was $1.25. Yes, I bought like all of them. I think they had 6 of them. I bought all 6. And so we're gonna get some marshmallows into the bottom of that. And so I've recently switched over to using marshmallows instead of the crinkle paper. And you know why? Because the crinkle paper is the exact same price. Like the marshmallows were $1.25, just like the crinkle paper, but the marshmallows are edible. And so I just think it gives it such a nice touch, and then it gives you a white background instead of a lot of times I use the brown or red crinkle paper. So I just like the way my berries and all my treats look. Even when I'm doing like treat boxes for parties and stuff, I used to do the crinkle paper in the bottom, and now I do marshmallows in the bottom, and people seem to love them. I actually saw one of my clients sent me pictures, and she had a bowl. I guess she took all the marshmallows at the bottom of the box and she put them in a bowl on her table. So I thought that was cute. But yes, so I'm just getting the strawberries into here. So we're going to be able to fit about 7 strawberries into this, which is not bad at all. And so we have those fillers, which was our pretzels that we made. And so we're just going to get those in between. As you can see, it's cute without the pretzels, but the pretzels just add just a little extra as you can see. Like I'm just filling in the spots, and it makes it look a lot more full. It makes it look a lot more elegant, and then it makes it seem like you can charge more for it because there's no empty space, so you're actually filling up the container. And so I have some Hershey's Kisses that I also got. They're all red from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just gonna get those into the extra spots as well. And so this is how our heart box with the 7 berries turned out, and our fillers, which is our candy and our pretzels. Very cute. So I also used those same berries and pretzels, and I added some roses to a bigger box that I also got from Dollar Tree. And this is how this one turned out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing. Bye.
Sweet life, a sweet, 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 sweet.